early.
Yo, what's good, folks? We are back. Another
again.
episode of Early, and we are here. Me, Mex Show, Brooke Facil.
What's the word, man?
Appreciate y'all tuning in.
Subscribe.
Before we do anything, make
vibe.
sure you go ahead and subscribe. Hit the like button. All of that type of stuff helps for us. Yeah, man. How you been, bro? Oh, wait. Time out. Before we move any further, gotta wish you a happy birthday on the pod. Your birthday just passed, man. Bro.
Good looks, bro.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Let's start there real quick. You know what I'm saying? May 12th, right?
Yep.
What are you, 31 now?
Yeah.
Yeah. How you feeling, bro? How was your birthday? Did you celebrate? Did you do anything?
Good. Didn't do nothing crazy. Just with the fam, ate good.
Yeah.
That's all. You know.
That's all you can ask for.
Yeah. You know, I'll definitely. You know, my time coming with the spontaneous trips and the, you know, rewarding myself. But I feel so close to a lot of shit that I'm working for, and I'm just like, not yet. I'm not trying to do any. Not trying to be like, okay, yeah, let me go on the birthday trip. And again, it's coming. Like next year, I'm gonna make sure I do all of that. You know what I'm saying? But right now, just sitting back, being appreciative of where I'm at with everything. That was all I needed for real.
That's an interesting take. I think I feel what you're saying in general, right? Like I've always been the kind of person that's just like, dog, like every day is fun to me in a way. You know what I'm saying? I'm not trying to sound corny, but like,
right.
And I do have like rough days sometimes, but like even that, like I like solving the puzzle of life every day. You know what I'm saying? And it keeps me engaged and interested. So when people talk about like taking trips and all this type of stuff, like it's more of a hassle to try to plan a trip than it is to just like do what I like wake up and want to do. You know what I'm saying? It's very interesting to me. But that being said, I would say in the last like couple years, I definitely have been taking more trips and stuff like this. You know what I'm saying? It's picked up for sure.
But I feel like that's the natural progression of shit. It's just
possibly,
like, you know, but this is, I think, I could resonate with your shit because definitely had periods in my life where I've traveled a lot, and definitely now when I reflect on, then there's no traveling.
Yeah.
And it's, we're back on the road again, back moving again, and back. But one thing that I've seen is like been a constant now for the past couple of years is a lot of trips that I go have been like two birds, one stone. Like I get some work done.
Yeah.
Do this, that, and the third.
Yeah.
I'm like, damn, just a little vacay, just vacation. Like, nah. Definitely I gotta give that self. I gotta give that to myself. But
any places like that you think you would want to go?
100%, bro.
Off top.
So definitely want to go back to Ethiopia. Definitely want to go to Ghana. Definitely want to go to Japan. Definitely want to go to Brazil. Those are like
those are all some interesting places. All different. All very different.
Yeah, you know, Kojo been building a lot in Ghana. You know Definitely got to see Brody out there. And definitely Ethiopia again. Like that's me just already thinking about how I want to tap in certain things. Like I have a base, so definitely want to. You know what I'm saying? It's like it's already a vacay because it's like, yeah, bro, can decompress and be around like the folk, but at the same time too, I'm like, yo, y'all. What y'all on? What y'all up to? Like, you know what I'm saying? Y'all need help? I got my camera with me. I mean, you know, anybody needs some shit? Like, I'm free. Yeah, like,
who's handling the content out here?
Ain't no fee right now. Get me, you know?
Nah, facts.
So definitely been thinking about that. But
I feel like that would spark like hella different types of inspiration too. Like I remember when I first got into doing
last time I remember you really on some content creation was like your wedding, right?
Yeah, when I was in Nigeria,
and
when
you
I
actually had your like you
bro,
did.
Like that was some of the funnest shit I shot. He said my wedding. It was my sister's wedding. You gotta have people thinking about
your brother.
Yeah, my sister's wedding. And but to that point, like I remember that was right around the time I first picked up a camera. So I was, you know, in my shooting everything mode, and that shit was fun.
You really be on
vacation. Instant inspo.
But I'm saying like. I guess as of recently, you don't be on no create.
Oh no, like, not at all. I'm out. I don't even bring the camera no more.
That's not what I do.
Bro, I've turned like a completely different leaf when it comes to the shooting and like content creation. I feel like now I'm like, this is my speed. Like sit down type of joys. Like I have no problem taking my shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'll still travel for like learn Lionel shit and shoot stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, as far as like if I'm going somewhere like on a little vacation or on a little trip or something like for myself, yeah, I don't be shooting them joints.
Right,
You know what I'm saying? It's very interesting. But to that point, there's like hella inspiration. Like sometimes I'll be out somewhere and I'll be like, damn, like this is cool. Like just being here, I can have my camera. Like it could have shot some shit. But like the iPhone is cool for that now too. Like you can, if you really want to shoot some shit, you can use the iPhone. You know what I'm saying? So it kind of it's interesting how like life, I guess, just progresses. You know what I'm saying? But if I'm thinking back to Nigeria trips with my camera like early on, I feel like those were some of like from like a storytelling standpoint, some of like my best videos. Like I shot a bunch of different things. Like I shot like kind of like a party type of vibe with like my sister's wedding. I shot kind of like a documentary type of vibe with like a party at the end for my sister's wedding. I shot like pretty much everything like leading up to it, put like a dope story together. Same trip, shot like we did this they call them like medical missions, but basically like my cousin who's a doctor, while we were out there, she like, you know, saw a bunch of people, and it was like kind of like an organized thing. I'm describing it terribly, but we put it like a little documentary together. You know what I'm saying? So did that on the same trip. Literally made like 4 or 5, 6 different things. None of it was really planned. Just like have my camera and like you can parcel them out into like 4 or 5 different like pieces of content, like literal videos of content, which were like 5, 6, 7 minutes long. You know what I'm saying? But sometimes I'll like stumble upon it, like, you know what I'm saying? If I'm going through like my phone, like, you know what I'm saying? I'll see like shit from back then. I'm just like, damn, this was a time. You know what I'm saying? 100%. And I think that's the best thing about this like content creating, I guess, era or generation that we're in, is that it's easy to go back and look at stuff that like you've done and just kind of get that nostalgia. You know what I'm saying?
100%.
It's so easy to do that with all this content.
And that's why it'd be tough when you stockpile certain ideas, right? Because then it's just a matter of, maybe you might be able to put it in play at a time you never expected.
And like, you know what's interesting?
You know what? Like
sometimes
I can do this right now.
That makes me think, dog, like it's also really important to get your ideas off when you have them, because I be looking back on shit and I'm like, I remember when I like thought this was like really cool. I thought this was like the coolest thing I ever done. And I'm looking at it like, damn, like I've come a long way, because like this looks like, you know, it looks very regular, but I'm also like appreciative. I'm like, I remember how this came together, and that memory is what like I cherish more than the actual piece of content itself.
What you said is key though. I've actually brought my camera on several trips where I haven't actually ended up using it nearly as much as I thought I would, but I never like to feel as if I'm without resources I do have. A moment comes up and I'm like, I don't got my shit on me. Yeah, I don't got it on me. Shit feels, I hate that.
That's facts.
I hate that so
much.
much.
And I felt that a bunch.
If I ever feel like I'm like, I might be in some shit where I might save the day.
You can even just because like
I love having
because the thing is like
camera, like
no facts. So like I'm thinking now, like you can even just have the camera just like on some run and gun shit. Like I think that's why I don't bring my shit, is because I'm like, you know, if I'm gonna shoot anything, it's gonna be how I do it. I'm gonna have the microphones. I'm gonna have the fucking the tripods. I'm gonna have, you know what I'm saying, or like, you know what I'm saying, like the steady cams, all of this. And it's like sometimes though. So I'm thinking, if I'm not bringing all of it, I'm not bringing any of it. You know what I'm saying? So it's like sometimes you could just bring the camera and like bring the camera and bring the shotgun microphone. You could do a lot of damage. You know what I'm saying? Exactly. Camera, shotgun microphone, a little attachment, like a little light attachment. You can do a lot of damage. I'm adding little things here and there, but you can do a lot of damage with a little bit of shit. You know what I'm saying? If you on the fly. But I think that's interesting. I'm over here trying to like look at you, and I got this fucking crazy kink in my neck, bro. This shit got me thinking, like, I don't know, bro. In the last like month or so, every time I go to the gym, like I come back with something, bro. Like, does this happen to you, or is it just me? Like, I feel like I don't know if it's an age thing or what, but
no, I can't say it's. I can't necessarily say it's like always something, but I will say, you know, sometimes you'll have it ache and can't necessarily trace back to.
Yeah, what was the move that like messed this up?
Right. So I'll say that does happen. Yeah. And tending to that be interesting too, because you're like, all right, give it rest, but at the same time too, it's like gotta push through too. Don't want it to
Yeah.
be stale, right?
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
you know, so
Sometimes I'm like,
you're like, I don't know what I did though.
sometimes
So,
like, is this the test? You know what I'm saying? Or
we
like,
were just
is
talking
this
about
real pain?
100%, because we were even talking about sometimes you could do your reps and particular exercises and not feel the pain, and then later on in the day feel now
Something.
this soreness,
Yeah.
and it's like, no, this don't feel like the workout soreness. This
I was
feel
about
like
to say,
I'm dead, like
oh.
I'm in like a pain.
Yeah, I was about to say, like, I love
make
workout
sense.
soreness.
Yeah, like,
I
you can
love that,
differentiate.
bro.
It's
Even when,
different, right? You know what it
like
is.
my legs are so sore that like it kind of pains.
it's
So I'm
good.
like, I love
That's
that,
like
right?
work was put in.
With the
it
shit
feels
where
great.
like
Feels
I
great.
can't turn and look at you, you know what I'm saying?
like sharp,
Because
like,
my shit,
like,
or
what is
like,
that?
bro, like if I cough, like my neck start to
Right, nah,
fucking
I'm
hurt,
sure,
bro.
I'm
Like
sure.
that shit, I don't know what that shit is,
man.
but that shit, it makes me think because like I know, about 3 or 4 months ago, I stopped squatting completely because like now I have the image of, I hear a lot about people who, you know, were like bodybuilders their whole life or pretty much worked out their whole life, had like very high PRs in like squats and stuff like this, how their like back just completely gives out on them. Like now, they might be in their 40s and their back is shit or their legs are shit, like can't sleep at night type shit. And almost all the time they trace it back to squatting. So I was and it didn't even occur to me until like right before this time, I was like reaching my like all-time max in squats. Like I was about to be like on 3 or 4 plates, maybe 4 plates, you know what I'm saying? Which like I just never been there before. And I was I started to think like, I be hearing a lot of motherfuckers talk about how like their backs be just giving out on them because of like heavy squatting. So I was like, yeah, I think I'm just gonna stop doing these. So now I just pretty much do like leg presses, which I assume is better because, you know what I'm saying, you're not putting all that stress on your back on the lift off and shit like that.
Right.
But so it's very interesting, bro, because like exercising and working out is a very interesting thing. Like if you don't do it, you're prone to hurt yourself. If you do it, you know what I'm saying? It's like you're intentionally hurting yourself. So it's like harder for you to accidentally hurt yourself. Does that make sense?
It's funny because it's like, you know, I have to even be an advocate for like some shit I don't be on. But, you know, there's some people that don't necessarily work out at all. And, you know the people that I don't eat healthy but never get fat. And like I
feel
don't
like
work out, but you don't see me breaking my bones or being like,
I don't
I'm hurt. Like,
how,
you know,
okay.
like I feel like there's a lot of people that just like, you can.
I want to say a lot.
No, I feel like there's
that's literally what I was about to ask you. Like I was about to ask you, like,
I can't get to percentage.
No, yeah. But you know, there's those people that you can be like, I know this person that,
and then they're not
an
anomaly. Like there's just these people. You know, it's like, yo, you don't do anything and you just coasting now. In the future, right?
That shit will always catch up to you. That's what I was about to say. Like that shit can only ever last for so long. You know what I'm saying?
100%. But then it's so funny. Like I guess the irony of life, right? Where it's like the motherfucking person smokes a pack of cigarettes every motherfucking day. Into they fucking 85
and they live to be 85.
And a person that never did it like caught lung cancer, and it's like, yo, what the fuck? Like I don't even.
Yeah, it should be backwards.
No genetic, like you know, so it'd be weird. But all in all, I feel you though, like, cause a lot though. Now let's get back to that. A lot of shit, a lot of our ailments go to, you know, how we go about taking care of our bodies to even what we put in it, right?
That's what I was. Oh yeah.
We get so far down the road, right, where now you're just trying to cure yourself of shit, but it's like, well, this shit is like a compounding effect, right? And a lot of this shit that we have, even like stress, right? Like it adds up over time, so you kind of got to watch what you be doing.
Yeah.
Then you get to a point where you feel like, what's the fix? What do I do when really the shit you're not trying to hear is you probably gotta change your habits.
Yeah, you gotta change your lifestyle a little bit.
And then evaluate once you've done these things, and then see if you want to take the same course of action you was about to do. Right?
I always
like it's interesting.
I always think that there's like a couple of levers in life that like if you adjust will kind of shape your life. You know what I'm saying? Right. One of them I think is like physical activity, just like what you do for like I feel like the term, for whatever reason, the term exercise and like working out like startles some people or like scares them a little bit, intimidates them, maybe is a better word. You know what I'm saying? But any kind of like physical activity that like you exert yourself, you know what I'm saying, throughout the day and just throughout your lifetime is good. You know what I'm saying? And that's kind of what I'm talking about when I say like that lever is a lever. Right. Another lever is food, like what you eat. And what's crazy is that we live in a place where food is so it's like ceremonial. Like it's not even fuel anymore. You know what I'm saying? Like it's not fuel. It's almost like a personality trait. You know what I'm saying? Like it's like, I don't know, the way I don't know if it's, I say America because like I'm familiar with America and familiar with how like America's food system even is like. How much
does people's diet consist from week to week, right? It's the same shit.
Yeah.
From week to week.
Yeah. I mean, but I think that's good. Well, no, I think people's shit is like more various than it should be. I feel like people have way more variety in their diet than they need to.
And I think it's more. I don't think it's more. I don't think it's a variety. I think people don't have that much variety.
It's people that don't like to eat leftovers. People that will never eat leftovers.
No, right.
You know what I'm saying? There's people that like, you know what I'm saying, you want to go to like you can't go to this restaurant because you always go there. You want to go try different restaurants. And I'm saying this as somebody who like for the most part, like eat the same thing every day. I probably probably like 4 variations in my food throughout the month. But you know what I'm saying? I guess
like imagine not eating the right shit, but this is what you consume every day.
Oh
like,
yeah, and it's the wrong shit.
Soda,
candy,
every day.
Yeah. Oh no, yeah, like bro, that will fuck your whole shit up, and that's how a lot of people move. You know what I'm saying?
And imagine how your body get accustomed to and how it tricks you now, right? Because when you don't have it, you lack in your sugar. So maybe you feel, or you got caffeine in the mix.
Yeah.
Maybe you feeling off because I don't got the shit.
Yeah.
And it's kind of like, look, this is how your body kind of. It's like, yo, bro.
Yeah.
It's all right to feel off.
Yeah.
Waning yourself off of shit.
Yeah.
But like, keeping this shit up, if you kind of think about it like from a year to year kind of standpoint, it's like, damn, it's consuming a lot of bullshit.
Yeah.
It's a lot of
but
shit.
The thing is, like, oftentimes people don't step back and like consider what they're consuming. Like
100%.
Something, I don't know why, but I'm very, I don't know what the right word is. I want to say particular, but I don't know if that's the right word. I've been very like scrupulous about like trying to learn about like where food comes from, because when I'm going like grocery shopping, I'll like hear about, oh well, you know, like all the stores are getting their meat from whatever, and I'm like how does one go grocery shopping then? Like how could I get like well prepared or you know what I'm saying, like farm to table type meat or whatever the fuck I'm looking for? I don't, you know what I'm saying, like how do I get the healthier version of shit if everybody's selling the same version of the shit? You know what I'm saying?
I guess it just makes it more of a I think it's just like, damn, I just have to make that much more effort to go find it, because come to find out everybody's getting sourced by the same shit. So like as a consumer, it's kind of like, damn, like even trying to be intentional and trying to be conscious about the shit, not only is it like I have to go look for it,
it's like an inconvenience type shit, yeah.
But then secondly and two, it's like boom, it's probably gonna cost more as well too. So it's kind of like two things.
I don't know.
The thing is, even with that too, is like, it's like, all right, one investment is like, okay, I can make the investment for my health. Yeah, I can view it like that. But the other shit is kind of like, the time is kind of like,
it's gonna cost my health.
Should be accessible.
Yeah. It
should be. It shouldn't be a, oh, but I gotta go an hour to get it, or I gotta
go to the Baltimore farmers market.
Right. Like that shit. That's like, no, that shouldn't be the, bro. But that's the game. Like I'm like, no. It should be accessible though. Like right, but yeah, like I think at the end of the day, with all things, right, it's just a matter of education, and then kind of just trying to see how that shit's literally relevant to your life, you know. But sometimes people, you know, need that health scare, or that, you know, have to have some
it's
type
always
of thing where
it's always like a thing that makes,
if
you got like a crazy habit, if your habits are crazy, it's always like a thing that gotta knock you out of that.
I done seen some people too where they're just like, yo, I just wanna better, just, you know, and I'm like, yo, damn, that's kind of crazy. You got in better shape, you know, because some people just really want to strive for some shit. So, you know, shout out to that mentality as well too. But, you know, a lot of people do kind of fall into the category where it's kind of like you kind of get shocked into reality real quick, and you're like, yo, I better like kind of make a 180.
Yeah,
real quick,
yeah.
Or this shit not
Yeah.
really gonna be good long term.
Did you ever have a moment like that, or have you always kind of always been on your
I've
in
never
shape stuff?
really-
I mean, you played
always-
basketball growing up. Like,
Yeah, I've always.
I
just
feel like
kind
if you've always played a sport growing up, it's kind of easier to just not easier. I'm so mad I said that because I hate when people think it's like easier. Nah, you're just more accustomed to doing that. You know what I'm saying? So like you value it. So like the actual hard work that comes with it, the pain of it, it means something to you.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
even though like it's like instilled, man. Like just came up, always moving, playing sports, just active, and I just kind of feel weird to just be idle and not do anything. Right? The workouts over the years can change. Maybe at one point it was always fucking balling. Now I'm in the gym. Maybe I'm going field work. Varies over the years and shit. The types of gyms I go to, various types of workouts. But all in all, always moving because that's kind of like that's like literally ingrained. I'm kind of like that's just like a part of like you gotta just like get that in. And any time that I've had a little period is literally due to like some shit like.
You got something else going on.
Yeah, like some shit. Like
and you always come back to it.
Yeah, right. Like it's literally just something going on right there. It might be like some shit hurt.
Yeah.
Can't do really anything. Or it might be on some maybe just a transition, doing some new things. So I feel like the days have just been busy. So my schedule is just kind of just altered real quick. So, it'd be a mix of things, bro.
Yeah, I hear that. I was gonna say this though before we move on, that another lever I feel like is sleep. Like I feel like
it's critical.
There's like and basically what I'm getting at is that there's these like things that are literally habitual in us. You know what I'm saying? And we just do them how we've been doing them, and we don't really consider like what we're doing with that thing. You know what I'm saying? So, and again, I'm saying this as somebody who like for the most part of my life has gotten like terrible sleep. You know what I'm saying? Like my sleep patterns are like shit. You know what I'm saying? Right. But that being said, like I know that when I do prioritize, well, I know that like all the research that's been done as far as like how sleep does alter just like your, you know what I'm saying?
Mood,
like it alters so much. You know what I'm saying, about you.
Right.
But that's something I feel like I'm always like trying to work on these like little levers, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? Definitely what I'm eating, like, my workouts and working out in some degree, and then, sleep, you know what I'm saying?
No,
but,
true.
Those are the most important things.
It's funny because, earlier I wanted to talk about, transitioning, now working, a job, complementary with a lot of shit that I'm doing now. And the one thing that I realized from the job is kind of cool. It's like, I'm like, damn, entrepreneurship, like, that shit is hard as fuck.
Yeah.
Because I'm in the job right now, and I know my role clearly.
Yeah.
This is what you have to do.
This is what you gotta do.
I'm doing it to the point where I'm like, is that all? That's it.
Shit.
Like,
facts.
That's it.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
All right. I'm cool. I just wanted to make sure that was it.
No, that's facts. Like, this is all you need for me,
It'd be so crazy. I'm like, and how you really kill that is just be consistent and show up.
Yeah.
And just do that motherfucker.
Yeah, and be a team player. I feel the same thing, bro.
Bring the energy, bring the vibe, and then it's a lot of just that intangible shit where that's where a lot of people miss out.
Yeah.
A lot of people miss out on that right there. The job in itself with a lot of shit is kind of simple. It doesn't change with a lot of things. Some things kind of like it's fluid day to day, but like a lot of jobs, like, bruh, the task never changes every day. And I just be like, yo, bro, it's really easy to just do this shit.
You know what I think?
Consistently.
Just from like the conversations that we have, and then when I think about like some conversations that I've just heard elsewhere,
right.
I think we like where we work. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think some places are like bad environments, and that's where people are like, oh, like I gotta go out on my own. I gotta, you know what I'm saying? I can't do this. I can't work for somebody else or whatever. To me, I'm like, just like you said. I mean, you said it perfectly, bro. Like, you got a job to do. You do that job, and you do it from like you do it from a time to a time. You know what I'm saying? After that time, when it's entrepreneurship, when you're doing your own thing or growing your own thing or working on a business that you've started, there is no like, at this time I'm not doing this no more. Right. You know what I'm saying? Right. Like you're always on it. You know what I'm saying? You're always, and even if you're not like doing a specific task for it, you're thinking about it. Exactly. Almost all the time. Like I'm never not thinking about, you know what I'm saying? Like what I could be doing as it relates to something that I make money doing. You know what I'm saying? So it's very interesting. But also too, like, it's just another bag that it's like another source of income. You know what I'm saying? It's a very unique thing. But I think what's cool, at least in my experience, is that you learn a lot about the world. It's like seeing, I'm trying to sound all profound and shit, but it opens you up to like a bigger network of people who you can learn from. You know what I'm saying? And learn all kinds of things from. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's interesting to me how people could be, we were talking about how, like, you know, when you got to do a Zoom call and sometimes people don't have like the best setup, you know what I'm saying? And we experience this here on the podcast where like we've had somebody, we're reaching out to somebody because we really admire what they do and they're great at what they do. Sometimes, but like their setup is just like very elementary, and it's, you know what I'm saying? And it's like interesting because it's like it don't take away from like what they are good at or what they know. It's just that they don't know streaming, you know what I'm saying? Which is like its own thing, you know what I'm saying?
You know, it's so funny, like at my job, you know, one of the people I work with, you know, we got a family and all that, and one of the things that I always talk to one of my guys that actually brought me into there is crypto. That's one thing we always talk about. And one day, you know, the guy, like one of our other coworkers, always overhears us talking about crypto. Now he starts talking to me about it, and it's so funny because I use him as like a gauge of like, this is like how
what the average person, is where the outsider trying to come in.
This is where a lot of people are at. Yeah. Boom. He's working at this job. He's worked at this job for about 20 years. He's been here, and has a family. You know, got 2 kids. You know, they're in high school. So, you know, I'm good. Like, but. And I've also, like, set myself to the point, I got some shit that I can, you know, try to play with. Yeah. And he's like, he feels like, I feel that I'd be, like, foolish to not pay attention to what's going on. I'm at that point. Yeah. He's like, I'm at the point where I'm like, all right,
there's something's
here. Yeah. Right? But he's also at the point where it's like, and I'm ready to like dip my toe. Yeah. I'm ready to dip my toe in. But it's so funny because he's even still trying to grasp like the whole concept.
Is this real or not?
Like, I'm still saying like, listen to, like, look at like all this shit, but it's still just, it's for somebody that like, I don't like. So
no, bro, like, I remember when I first learned about Bitcoin. No, right, you know what I'm saying? Right. I remember it, and I was like, it's hard to describe like how I felt. Like I didn't really understand what it was doing, but I understood that people were using it and that there was some perceived value in it. I can't sit here and say I understood what the value was, but it's like, do I gotta understand what the value is if all of those people understand what the value is? Like, which is, you know, take that how you want. You know what I'm saying? It could be the blind leading the blind. I don't think that's what this is, but like,
don't gotta think too hard.
Yeah. It's like, am I thinking too hard? Even with that, bro. And then when we go to NFTs, the exact same thing. Like, I'm in crypto and I'm still like, is there something going on over there that I should be paying attention to?
Like,
like,
that you even talk, man. Did you see what happened
with GameStop?
GameStop,
yeah, went back up. Yeah,
had they pops. Roaring Kitty came back out. Yeah,
crazy.
Are you familiar with Roaring Kitty?
The guy that basically started it all, right?
Exactly.
And he basically hasn't tweeted since then, and then tweets this time, and then that shit jumps up. Yeah,
man,
what, 200% or something stupid like that?
Yeah, it was really funny, and that it was really.
And this is at the same time that like meme coins are popping. We just had an episode on that last week.
That was that. So the irony is like that shit. The last time that shit happened, that literally on set, the NFT market, Ethereum popping.
It's a lot of money moving
shit.
around, so it's like people
so it's kind
are
of
doing
funny,
that,
like
yeah.
the market is definitely looking very, very interesting right now. And just like back to like even my coworkers, like he's kind of like the gauge where I feel like a lot of people are now just like, just like like the people that's kind of looking at the waters, they want to dive in. They're like,
and what's funny is like they see other people in the pool. They see people in the pool, and it's like, but like we look like we having too good a time. It's like you inside looking out the window at people in the pool. You can't hear what they talking about, but you see them having a good time, and you're like. But like,
and it's like you see, what it really is like. But you fucking see some like sharks at baby, sharks, and we're like, bro.
You see some people that look fucked up too. You see some people that
like, bro,
they look like fucked up.
Like,
you know what I'm saying? Those people look like they having a good time. Those people look fucked up, and some of those people look like they're just like getting to the party too. Like they don't know what to think.
It's just like, yo, bro, be careful, but
yeah,
be careful.
Yeah.
Well, come on in.
Get your little, what's that little ring thing that people go in with? They go into the floaty device. Get your little floaty device. You know what I'm saying?
100%. And look, at the end of the day, too, it's like, look, like I definitely tell people definitely get some exposure for sure.
Get some exposure, but like you said, like don't use something that you need. Like if you have something that like if you have people like to say like a percentage of your portfolio, you know what I'm saying? Like something like 10, 20%.
Right.
If you have something like that and you're okay with like that possibly going, it's not going to zero, but like if you're okay with that happening, use some of that. Like 100%. That's literally how I bet on FanDuel these days.
100%.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like these days I'm like, whatever I'm like absolutely comfortable losing, I'm just going to throw it on something that I think is interesting.
Yeah, exactly. And if you're trading, accept the fact that losses come with the game.
Yeah,
you just want to win more than you
people
lose.
can't even.
If you want to,
what's funny? You know what's funny? That's investing. That's investing. But the thing is, so what's interesting is that people aren't even comfortable with their like, if they invest in their 401k or invest in an IRA or something, like they're not even comfortable with seeing that go down a little bit. And I'm like, dog, like. That's what it does. You know what I'm saying? You're not supposed to look at it every day. Like it's going to do that. I look at mine every day, but I understand that's what it does. If you wait a year and look back, then assess it. Wait, and then even if it's down, then wait another year and assess it, and then look and then assess it. You know what I'm saying? Like. But yeah, again, people are you typically using money that they want to cash out on sooner rather than later. So it's like in the short term, they do care about what's happening with it. You know what I'm saying? Which is just an interesting strategy in and of itself. But that's why I say like whatever you could see go to zero, like if you take that amount and then put it on something, because like there's a chance that you could win the lottery with that. You know what I'm saying? I'm all for like playing the lottery here and there. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm all for playing the lottery here and there. Like why not? Especially if it's like bread that would otherwise like you go buy a hamburger with, like relatively speaking. You know what I'm saying? Like something that you would just do like whatever, go on a trip with. You know what I'm saying? Take that little $700, put it on something, and see what happens. Like I don't know. That's just how I feel about that. But it's interesting to see because like even being in like a corporate type setting, it's interesting to see just like everybody's interests outside of what y'all do collectively together is different. You know what I'm saying? So like 100%. That's kind of why I was saying like it's like meeting a whole network of people that it's like you learn about all kinds of different people. You know what I'm saying? All kinds of different people that are out there that are just not in your like social circle that you wouldn't meet really otherwise. I think it's very interesting.
And with that said too, I don't know if you've seen earlier today.
What happened?
U.S. Senate, Congress overturned the bill that the SEC they had passed, where it said basically like major corporations, they couldn't hold like Bitcoin and things of that nature.
I didn't hear about this.
Yeah, it just got overturned today. So
I didn't even hear about the original bill.
The SEC, they had like some big restrictions.
So major corporations can't buy Bitcoin?
On corporations like holding it as an asset or some shit like that.
Interesting.
But yeah. If you,
so that got overturned, so they can.
Today, yeah.
So they can.
So they can.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so they can.
Interesting.
And a lot of people are happy about that. But yeah, that's one thing that's happening within. A lot of people are hoping crypto doesn't become a political issue, and that's something that can just be bipartisan. And everybody's like, it's more beneficial for crypto if everybody can just agree on that and let that be something that unites. Because the parties don't. It's just
neither party
tribal,
really cares
right?
about
It's tribal. It's really like this is your side, this is our side.
Is there a political party that does believe in Bitcoin?
Oh, no. So basically, what it
or
is
both
is
parties just
when
don't
it's being
really
painted
believe
as is the like Trump, Republicans, conservatives for crypto.
Oh, okay.
And they're trying to say the Democrats are not, but it's really just few actors within the party that
Who are loud.
There's a lot of people in the Democrats that's like, I fuck with crypto.
Oh,
like,
okay.
I fuck with crypto.
Yeah.
I don't like
It's the loudest ones are acting like they
like
are saying.
Elizabeth Warren,
Yeah.
you know, the Biden.
She said she
like,
doesn't.
Yeah, because Warren, she's just kind of like a little prehistoric, and she's just thinking that it's a it's a casino and it's laundering.
She got that. She got that Warren Buffett. She got that Warren Buffett mindset.
No, man,
where it's like even Warren Buffett. I'd be like, bro, like. You're great at what you've done thus far, but like you sound crazy.
How long
you know
are we
what I'm saying? Like,
this?
how long are we gonna say it? Dave Ramsey, like all these people who done made their bread, all these people that done made their bread in the way that they made it, they don't want. Not that they don't want to. I don't think they really care either way. But like they're so vocal about like it's not real, it's not real, and it's like, bro, like fine, whatever. Like you can stay over there. It's fine.
What I'm saying? But I'd be like, but I'd be damned, if you don't have it in your portfolio. So that's the
they
crazy
probably
thing
do too.
That's why I'm like, that's the crazy thing about this shit.
Yeah.
You think I'm gonna believe you have no exposure to these things? Come on, man. Come on,
Facts.
Come on.
You can't have billions of dollars.
Bitcoin,
you got nothing.
Warren Buffett, zero Bitcoin. All right, all right, sure thing, sure.
Yeah, I believe that. Okay, no, facts. That's crazy. No, you got to think about it. Like, if you got billions, you don't got like something in crypto, because why not? You know what I'm saying?
Really think about it though. Really think about it. If you really had these positions, I'm like, bro, it always benefits me for that shit to drop. I care what.
Yeah,
I'll buy. If it drop, there you go. Like, sweep up the blood. Like, the corporations. Like, look, we can influence the media. We can sway these markets. We can sell positions, buy positions to make our shit. To make market fluctuations. So it's like, of course we can make so crazy how like Jim Kramer,
the one on CNBC.
How people will infamously counter trade him because if he says
no, he sucks.
It's
he sucks.
Bro, really sell that shit, bro. It's going down.
There was a clip. He was like, I am all in on Boeing. He was like, I'm all in on Boeing. I love Boeing. Yeah, that shit was crazy. His takes be so wild, but it's always like. Because I don't really watch him at all, but when people put those compilations together, when you always see him being wrong,
bro, it always happens.
That's funny as hell.
With all that said, bro, I know you've been seeing that boy Jokic.
Oh,
what the fuck the Nuggets have done in a week's time?
Yeah, bro. I feel like we were just saying they're on a sweep alert. We're on sweep alert now. They got Minnesota's back against the wall. And what's crazy is because the thing that was crazy. The thing that was crazy is that we were like, oh, they did this without Gobert. And then now it's like they might even low key put him on maternity leave. Honestly, just go on maternity leave, bro. Just enjoy the time with your family. You know what I'm saying? Like, come back during the conference finals. You know what I'm saying?
Oh my god.
Who do you think wins tonight? It's game 6, man.
Yeah. Look,
it's a must win.
I was just
for
talking to my boys, because niggas trying to place bets and shit.
Yeah.
So like, I'm like, look, I can very well see Anthony Edwards going off tonight.
He has to.
I can see that. I think Jokic to automatic. I think that's really like it's an automatic. Triple double, maybe. I feel good about that. But like that 30.2, like
30 points.
30 point. Like Jokic
what would that? What are the odds for that?
I gotta check.
Yeah.
But those what I'm feeling with Anthony Edwards. There's 2 scenarios I feel like could play out. He got double teamed more than he's ever gotten double teamed last game.
Oh, did he?
And he had 19 points. He got double teamed 35 times.
Damn.
35 possessions. He was double teamed. I'm like, Jesus. He could break out, and if he breaks out like off it's an elimination game possibly.
Yeah.
I could very well see him going like if you want to do a straight bet. Like Anthony Edwards
just
for like that
points.
30 to 35.
Yeah.
That 35 straight bet probably be nice, but I really think it can go off. Other scenario is Anthony Edwards has a good game, not like that crazy game. And what it really is the differentiating factor is Cat. Like Cat, you need to step up and be legitimate too, and y'all can live to see another game.
Yeah.
That's what you need to do.
That's big facts. And they need Conley back this game.
Yeah, and I think he is back this game. But if they do, you know, if they're on that same type of time, you know, the thing about the Wolves is that offense on that team is really skimp. You really do go as far as those two are going to provide offensively.
Yeah.
Defensively, you know, you would think y'all good, but then you see how and I'm not going to put, you know, because Gobert's catching so much flack, and I will just say this. Jokic is the best player in the league. I would just say that. That is not like a little
he's supposed to be the best defensive player in the league.
That is the best player in the league, and it's like he will do that to anybody. Yeah. There's not a player that would be like, oh wow, he's really. Jokic is in his bag right now. That's you know what it is. And Gobert, the only thing that you would really like to see from Gobert, honestly, it's like, yo, Gobert, I don't even give a fuck if you foul out, bro. Like, you need to, like, you know, use them fouls, bro. Like, use them fouls. Like, just be like, yo, bro, I'm not a bitch. Like, just that. Like, we just need that, bro. I'm not talking about you can't stop him. I'm not expecting you to stop him, but he's moving you. He's like he's shifting you, and like. It'd be crazy. I'm like, bro, you gotta just make it.
Make it tougher for him.
On him. Just make him like, yo, bro, like I'm not go to the line. Like
they're not double teaming Jokic at all.
I think you can probably expect it tonight, and they're probably gonna try to make it more. And you already know Jokic.
30 and a half points.
You know he gonna dime it. So I think they're gonna play that.
His 30 and a half points is sitting at plus 115.
Yeah, man.
You like that?
Yeah. Like
Anthony
Jokic,
Edwards plus...
Jokic, it's really easy. When
Anthony
he wants
Edwards
to score,
plus
it's
30
easy.
is 105. Plus 105.
Yeah. So what's his 35?
You say his 35? His 35?
What's his 35?
It goes up, at least I'm on ESPN bet. It goes up to 33 and a half.
All the total points,
plus
but
190.
I bet on the player points, the pluses, they might let him get it. But okay.
This is ESPN bet. So I've never used ESPN bet actually.
Okay, for sure. But no, I think Edward go off though.
But we got the Knicks and the the Knicks and the Pacers. That's shaping up to be a good series. Who do you think they get the job done tomorrow?
They could get it done. I think they could get it done. They're so injured, man. But shout out to
That's what, bro. Honestly,
shout out to Brunson.
Game 5.
Shout out to Hart.
Game 5, bro. They really showed some heart, bro. Like
I was like,
arguably
one of the best games of the whole playoffs.
Because I was going literally Game 4. Game 4, I was like, okay, like the injuries are catching up to them. I was like, like they just don't got enough players. Like that's what I mean. Game 5, I was like, oh. I was like, oh, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm wrong. You know what I'm saying?
I didn't think
Brunson is really fucking cold, man.
Gonna see that Brunson motherfucking 40-point out at that hat.
Yeah.
I think he was gonna pull it out the hat like that.
I didn't see that coming.
I was like, I saw y'all was beat down and hurt last game, real tired, and
that nigga's dealing with like a sore foot or something like that.
What the fuck? They back on y'all,
bro.
And got y'all looking rattled. Y'all getting texts and shit. Y'all mad and
shit.
There's
a couple.
Like,
it's crazy, bro. There's a couple of people in these playoffs that look like they score so effortlessly, bro. Like, and they can score in all ways.
Like now, it's Brunson is a 1A. He is a superstar. He is a period. He's a superstar.
Yeah.
And now you talk about he's probably like top 3 point guard in the league right now, arguably after Luka and Shea.
Yeah.
Like who? Like I would say even Steph
better than Kyrie.
Like Kyrie, I'm like we're arguing.
You're
not saying Kyrie and just saying Kyrie. Like no. I'll be like hold on.
Yeah.
You see Jalen? See what Jalen Brunson doing?
Yeah.
One thing I'll say with Kyrie, to give him credit, I think he does. But I'm also, gonna be critical. I think he does get credit for just knowing how to defer. I think Kyrie,
like he does what he literally has to do.
I think he's been doing like Kyrie's defense, mad underrated.
Yeah.
That boy be strapping.
Yeah.
Also, like the way he be distributing and moving that ball, like it's really tough.
But then when it's time to score, he scores so effortlessly. But
this is the thing, though. But like the last couple of games, it's kind of like, yo, bro. score.
Yeah.
Like, score, bro. That's what you're supposed to do when Luka's not it. Stop that. I see you distributing and playing good D, bro. Score. I know you always doing that second half is when you know, bro. Whole game, Luka, like especially when Luka not really doing it because you're capable of that. Like that's why you're the number 2 on this team. You could do that, but yeah, Brunson, man. I think he's done so much for his stock. I think Hart. I think everybody on that roster has done so much. For
everybody,
stock,
even Hartenstein
for their contract.
Oh no, yeah,
Hart
fact.
is going to get a bag deservedly. This boy's averaging 15 rebounds.
Yeah,
like
6'4", 6'5", something like that.
Fuck,
crazy. And this motherfucker be having like 12 rebounds in the first half type shit. Like it don't make no sense.
DiVincenzo's gonna get his bag.
Yeah, and DiVincenzo he be going. Hartenstein been going in, and it's like damn, like left really I'm lit, bro. I'm like what other? Season, I'm like they got one center on the squad that's active, bro. I'm like that's crazy. I'm just like dog. This team is so injured. It's crazy.
And now fucking Alex Burke's coming off last.
Oh like, yeah, he's going crazy.
Like,
yeah, he's going crazy.
Because you have to go there, and guess what? He giving you some shit, McBride in the starting lineup. Like, bro, they really dig it deep.
When I'm seeing niggas like DiVincenzo like go crazy, I'm like, oh, like that's what it's very interesting because it's like, damn, like this is exactly what this team needs, and this is obviously exactly what they're getting. You know what I'm saying? So it's like in a time where OG Anunoby goes down, Julius Randle been down, Mitchell Robinson been down. They're gonna need OG.
Man.
Oh yeah. No, facts. And I don't. And even with them, I don't know if like
even with
I don't know if they get past them
to have a chance.
Yeah,
they need him.
Yeah,
though. And I'll say chance because Celtics, y'all still not proven. Y'all are still not proven. Y'all have lost many times.
Yeah.
And
they lost to the Heat at this position last year.
So yeah, like we're not gonna, I'm gonna tell you right now.
See the Knicks in the finals would be crazy.
I'm gonna tell you right now.
Jalen Brunson gets to the finals. That's crazy. That's like AI get into the finals.
Like you say like
that's like Allen Iverson get into the finals.
That's what I was saying about bro. I was like, bro, Jalen Brunson is this generation AI, bro.
Oh, you said that? That's crazy.
Yeah, really, like, bro, because you were just saying
on some like carry your team.
If you watch how he play, you're not stopping the bucket.
Yeah.
However you want it, too.
Yeah, that's the thing.
I pull up, and the way I love when I pull up, there's no hesitation. He don't doubt it.
Yeah.
I don't even care if I miss. I'm going to shoot it again.
Yeah.
Like, he just, and when he gets his spot, the thing is, people don't even understand. Jalen Brunson is strong as shit. He moves the guard off him.
He moved the guard off him, and then he just needs a little bit of space to get something off.
You can't time it.
Yeah.
It's going to be so quick. And then you don't know, because I could dish out dime. Like, so efficient, bro. And I'm like, every team is kind of like you got to make the other guys beat you because, like, man on man, he's winning his matchup.
Yeah.
And, like, how he was playing with, I forgot.
Nemhard? Not Nemhard.
Yeah,
Nemhard.
Playing with Nemhard last game.
Yeah.
Making him damn. I was like,
weak.
Oh, my God. Yo, stop it. Like, couldn't do nothing.
Yeah.
Couldn't do nothing.
And it's crazy because...
And Tyrese Halliburton.
I was literally just about to bring him up. It's like
they chose him, and it's kind of like so back to what I was saying.
Wait, say that again.
The Olympics, like
they chose Tyrese.
Tyrese.
Oh yeah, he is on that team. Yeah.
And just to what I was talking about in terms of like how people view Jalen Brunson, bro. Fuck out of here, boy. Halliburton.
He's not. But he's had his cold moments in these series.
But let's
he's had his cold moments in this series.
His second half of the season paled to his first half of the season. I know he also got a little tweak in his hamstring, but what he's kind of annoying about his game is him not be like, bro, we don't give a fuck about that assist shit. I think you need to understand.
We don't give a fuck about this.
Look, like, now we're in the playoffs.
He's the point guard.
No. But you know the role you're on this team. You're supposed to be that dog. You need to drop them buckets. Like, they need you to score to win. Like, they need you to, like, it's not gonna. You guys are injured too. Like, you got a couple niggas not playing, but I'll tell you this though. Fucking Miles
Turner.
Yo, shout out to Miles Turner. Stepping the fuck up, man.
Yeah.
That boy has been on like every game, like really coming through. He's really been there. Like, the number one switches from him to sometimes Halliburton, and I'd say Siakam's kind of leaving. Like I thought I'd get a little bit more out of Siakam.
Siakam is a liability from the free throw line, bro. This nigga do not make free throws.
Thought they get a little bit more from him, but
I mean, he was killing in the beginning of the playoffs. That's what's crazy.
Yeah, but it was really, we say that, but it was really the first 2 games he did. That's that what I'm saying.
Yeah, he went off for like more than 30,
first
35 or something.
After that, he ain't did anything close to that. He's had straight games, but he's never been the best player in any game since that. It's been either Tyrese or Miles Turner.
Jalen Brunson is leading the playoffs in scoring.
Or even Obi. Even Obi Toppins had one game where he was like really the best player in the game. But yeah, we're gonna see.
I'm trying to see what Miles Turner been doing because I feel like he
had threes out the ass.
He had 16 last game.
He had threes out the fucking ass, bro. Like, he stretches the floor crazy. Like, he had 4 for 7 for 3. That's crazy.
Yeah.
He been doing that all the time.
But I'm saying, like, the 3-pointer is part of his game.
Yeah,
part of his game. He has 16
points. But I guess I'm just saying, like,
I guess I'm expecting more.
I'm talking about the reliability. Like, he's showing up.
Yeah.
He's showing up. And defensively, too, he's showing up.
Yeah.
Halliburton's the dude. I'm like, yo, bro, come on now. Come on. And Siakam.
Yeah, Siakam.
I didn't think Turner would be the most consistent player out of the whole playoffs for them. Like, Turner's been showing the fuck up, and everybody else has kind of been, damn, where you at? Where you at? Where you at? You know?
I hear that.
Obi and with a team like that, you gotta, everybody else just kind of on and off. But that's why, you know.
And that's the thing about the Knicks. Like, they've been pretty consistent. And when they have, like, a bad game, it's like a bad game. But they've been able to follow him up with,
but
like.
They feed off the Brunson. Him going crazy.
Yeah.
Enables them to do.
I remember that game when he went out in the second quarter, didn't play the whole second quarter, and they went down by 11. This nigga came back out after halftime. They went up by 11.
That was one of the more impressive games. Yeah,
I was like, that's crazy.
Ended with 29. That was one of the more impressive games in the whole the playoffs. Because I was like, yo, bro, they had to battle for that. Get it out the mud and still got it.
I'm trying to think. Because
Celtics, you know. Even though they are the favorite out the East, and they kind of like blew up the Cavs because now the whole Cavs are in disarray. Now
are they?
Yeah, now you're hearing so much shit about where's Donovan Mitchell gonna go. Oh, Darius Garland.
They lost 4-1.
You're hearing Donovan Mitchell gonna be out of there. You're hearing Darius Garland's out of there. You're hearing Jared Allen's probably gonna be out of there.
Really? They're blowing it all up.
You're hearing Evan Mobley never even wanted to get drafted there.
What?
I'm like, yo, how did all of this shit drop in the span of 24 hours? Oh my god!
All of a sudden, no one's ever wanted to be here.
Oh my god! I'm like, yo, y'all about to blow this shit up? Oh man,
that's crazy. So everybody disgruntled.
Yeah, how that shit happened. I don't know, like, but I don't know if it's cap. You know,
this is his second year there, Donovan Mitchell. This is his second year there.
Yeah, I don't know what's gonna happen, but I do know no matter what, Donovan Mitchell and Darius Garland will not play on the same team.
They don't fuck with each other.
No, they do, but basketball wise, Donovan Mitchell does not. Doesn't want to.
He don't want to play with him.
Darius Garland. They do fuck with each other though. Like personally, Donovan Mitchell's on some. I don't have the right personnel. It won't work.
That's what he said.
He didn't say that, but that's kind of like
that's the message. That's the language. That's the message.
Exactly, because now because what maybe even led me to believe that is that they're saying Donovan Mitchell gonna be out of there. The Lakers want to get him. Knicks interested. Heat interested. A lot of teams interested, but. Then it was pitched out though, like Darius Garland is also a player to go out, and if Darius Garland heads out, and Jared Allen also goes out, Donovan Mitchell would stay.
Oh, interesting.
And I'm like, huh?
Yeah,
he would stay.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, okay. All right, yeah. He just doesn't want to ball with them.
He said it's them or
that's
me.
what Stephen A. started saying too. Off some, on First Take, he was talking that was the reason he actually left Jazz because he didn't feel that Rudy Gobert and all that was enough because he played in the playoffs and he seen enough. He was like, this won't work.
Yeah, damn, that's crazy. That's crazy. Yeah. I was gonna go to the Thunder Mavericks joint.
Man, Mavericks got that one out, man. They got that one out yesterday.
That series is over?
No, I'm just saying 3-2.
Oh no, yeah, okay, yeah, that's what I'm thinking of.
Thunder's just I mean, the supporting cast for Shea is just not. It's just not.
It's not what it is. It's not.
It's just not the time. It's not their time right now. And I know the Mavericks team is also relatively very young, but at least with the Mavericks, you have a Kyrie
Yeah.
next to Luka,
Who's
that
a-
is a
who's a
big
champion.
thing, who is a champion.
Yeah.
You know, a real clutch champion.
Yeah.
And with
He
Shea,
can hit those
it's like,
shots.
you know, Shea's like, I'm just trying to lead these boys.
Yeah.
To somewhere
yeah.
I ain't been.
Yeah,
So,
facts.
those metas in itself
Yeah.
is very different things.
And it's really crazy.
Mavericks have so many people to actually they are long.
Yeah.
They are like positionless. They can switch. They
Tim
don't
Hardaway
have to
Jr.
fight.
coming back
They
is
don't
big
have to,
too.
right. They don't have to fight picks, man. They can just switch to now.
Yeah.
You get him. I got him. Like
Yeah.
they can afford to do that.
Yeah.
And they like even with Chet, as tough as Chet will inevitably be, you're seeing in these playoffs, man. He gotta get his muscle up, man. People be moving him because at his height who he's gonna have to guard.
Yeah.
These people be moving him, even players that are not the player he is, like offensively, like at all. But guess
Gafford
what?
and shit.
Gafford, give me the ball down low. Like
Yeah.
this boy can't hold me.
Yeah.
Like I'm a muscle. I'm
Yeah.
a muscle the bucket. So things like that you're seeing. Like Thunder, though, the thing that you're seeing is these boys get a center. It's a wrap. They get.
How do you feel about how Josh Giddey has been playing? Like, do you feel like he's
out of there?
Oh, okay. I was like,
he's a liability.
I'm about to say, like, he don't look like the Josh Giddey from like the regular season.
He's out
you know what I'm saying? I didn't know if I was like, that's what I was about to say. I don't know if I was like looking at it like, oh, he's doing what he needs to do, or like he's doing what they need him to do, versus like what he's capable of doing.
Niggas at that position do more.
Yeah,
and he's a solid player. He can help a team.
Yeah, he cannot shoot like that. His jumper just disappeared. His jumper just disappeared, dog.
Yeah, so
nigga can't shoot.
Can't be liability on the court.
That's all the series.
Yeah, man, that's it. So now the Celtics. We're gonna see who they're gonna.
We're coming to that, but we're getting down to the part of the season that I hate, where like there's not even gonna be games every day. You know what I'm saying? Like
the Olympics this year, right?
Oh yeah. There's the Olympics this year. That'll be tough. Yeah, that'll be tough. So
it's always lit, man. We get it the whole year when it's like that, bro. Because of the FanDuel still open, it's like it's like it never.
Yeah, really, sports don't really ever.
I'm gonna tell you, bro. Last year was really the first year I was like, yo, this basketball shit didn't end.
Yeah,
I swear to God, as soon as the finals was over. These
niggas
were balling. I was betting on USA. I feel like there was I was like, this
FIBA
is so
or some
cool,
shit, FIBA World Cup or some shit.
It just went right into it.
Yeah.
Then it was like
the season starts. That's what I'm saying.
Like
there's like
oh my God, we in it.
Atlanta got the first pick in the draft. Is there anybody worth getting?
I might have saved their. Look, there's one dude. There's one dude.
Not Edie, is it?
No. It's a dude from overseas.
Oh.
Yeah, like a little Victor type.
Oh, word.
Yeah,
he plays center.
Looks interesting, but that's it.
Yeah.
Other than that, niggas have said. They say the anonymous executives with their quotes again have came back out and they've been saying they're like drafted the first overall pick in this year's draft. It's like drafting Tobias Harris. I was like,
I'm weak.
That's nuts.
That's crazy.
That's crazy.
That's crazy.
But
I was hearing shit about them trying to shop Trae Young.
There's gems in the draft. With that, it just means whoever the top.
It don't matter where. It's not gonna be the top.
You're not gonna
the top pick.
Somebody
in there's gonna emerge as like.
That's how it be.
Yeah, for sure.
That's how it be.
For sure.
I'm not saying a lot, but there'll be some players.
Yeah, there's got to be.
Wow, steal.
That's how. Yeah, that's it's got to be that way. That's how it be. Last thing we could talk about is real quick is do you think Bronny James gets drafted?
Yeah, I mean, I think he does.
You think he does?
Yeah, I think he gets drafted, but I mean, it's 100% because of
it's not because of the game.
Yeah, it's not because of the game.
Oh, here's a better question. Do you think he should be drafted? Do you think he should be drafted? Is his game there in your opinion?
Yeah, no. Should he be drafted? It's kind of like, well, there's also nepotism shit. Yeah, he should because it's fucking Bron's son. He should be drafted, bruh. It's going to make money.
Yeah.
And, it's a smart business play. Why not?
Yeah.
But kind of falls into I don't want to exaggerate it with comparing it to this exhibition boxing that we be seeing.
Oh,
but
yeah.
I mean it just to say that he averaged 4 points a game in the Pac-10 USC. The division like that is not even crazy.
Yeah.
And, even the McDonald All-American is you average 14 a game on that McDonald All-American. That's for, boys that be dropping 25 plus throughout the country, man. 14 a game.
Yeah.
Like, are you averaging 15 assists? Like, and 6 steals? Like, damn.
So what else were you doing?
There's a lot of boys in high school that's going crazy.
Yeah,
like,
that's right.
So is it the name, you know? And all in all, though, he could definitely get drafted, develop, and, you know, end up being a good player.
Yeah.
But I think it's obvious you're not going to be your dad. We know that.
Yeah.
You're 6'1".
And it's
now
like,
the combine is really, you're not 6'4", you're 6'1.5".
Oh, is he?
What the fuck?
He's 6'1"?
He's 6'1.5".
Interesting.
He's been branded as 6'4".
Yeah.
And that was so funny. I didn't
even
even know
6'4"
that. I didn't even know.
And even 6'4" seemed kind of short because LeBron's like 6'8".
I swear to God.
Yeah.
And come to find out he's 6'1.5". And I'm like, oh, so he's a point guard.
Yeah,
like,
literally.
Like, oh, now I'm kind of like, he's not a point though. So got a lot of work to do. So he's developmental, but you know, can he be a decent player in the league? Sure, why not?
Yeah.
Sure, why not? He's gonna have
like a Seth Curry.
He's gonna have all the, you know, I won't. If you're Seth Curry, then it's like, you might as well try to be Rich Paul. That's a better. That's a better route to go. Trying to be funny. Like,
Seth Curry's been in the league for like 10 years almost. Seth Curry's been a journeyman.
But Seth Curry is the son of Del Curry. You're the son of LeBron James.
Yeah. Weak. I hear you.
Fuck having a Seth Curry type career. Like, go be great at some other shit. You heard?
Oh,
like,
no, facts. Okay.
I mean.
I hear you.
You're fucking living out the dream.
You better,
You don't got to do that.
You don't have to do that.
Like, fuck that shit. You don't have to do that,
Well, you can do that at this age. And
do that Rich Paul
20
shit,
years
man.
old?
Like,
20 years old? You don't got to get into business now. You could go play in the NBA.
Yeah, for sure, right. But
like 20 years old. You want to live that life.
But like, I'm saying, go do that and like do it
do it on some check the list. Don't not even niggas that play their whole college career, beasts in college, and didn't make it to the NBA or the NFL, whatever. They can't just stop playing after college, even though they know like the league isn't in their stars. They can't just stop right there. They got to try the semi-pro. They got to try to make it to the league for a couple years. You know what I'm saying? Like it's hard to just no. You're right. Some people can, but it's hard. Like I guess more. I'm thinking like when you're young. You know what I'm saying? Like a year, 2 years removed from high school. Like you still thirst for that like attention that you get from playing sports. You know what I'm saying? And
I will say, look, shout out to being able to have something, create a chip on your shoulder, right?
Yeah,
like
facts.
At least let it be cool.
Yeah.
Let that fuel you, right? I think there's a blessing in that too.
No, but I do think what you said is pretty possible as far as like just being drafted just for the sake. It's like, what do you have to lose? Like it's you know what I'm saying? Like give them a roster spot. If it don't work out, it don't work out. But if it do, like it's popping. That's gonna be it for today's show. Make sure you subscribe to the channel, like the video,
do all of that, man.
We'll see y'all next week.
Real early.